Welcome back. Right now I have New York Times bestselling author Chandler Baker with us. Tell us all about a new book just for the holidays called Oh, What Fun. Chandler, how are you? Thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm great.
I'm very excited to meet you. I've read several of your books, a huge fan of what you have written, and it's really made a difference for many people. And so now you have this really fun holiday story. Tell me more about Oh, What Fun.
Sure. Oh, What Fun is a story told by the three adult Clauster children as they sort of descend on their childhood home with various grandchildren and significant others in tow. And the way that their mother, Claire, sort of works herself into a frenzy, trying to make the holidays special, has become a bit of a running joke in the family. And then she plans this big surprise Christmas outing, and they basically home alone her. They forget her in the shuffle, and by the time that they realize, she's gone missing and their entire Christmas is in jeopardy.
It's such a relatable story, I feel like. I'm definitely the one who has a lot of stress around our family holiday fun at home, I would say. So in this book, there's lessons that we can learn about maybe not having such a stress-filled holiday based on the tough lessons that this family learns.
Yes. I mean, one thing that I always like to do when I am writing is I talk to a lot of my girlfriends, my colleagues, my family members about sort of their pain points as modern women. And a big one that keeps coming up is the holidays, because there is so much stress making it magical. And we all know it's not magical. It's a lot of hard work. So I wanted to sort of poke fun at that mental load, because I know a lot of us constantly hear, don't stress, it'll get done. It always gets done. And we think to ourselves, well, yes, it does always get done because I do it. So I think it's sort of a meeting of halfway. It's for family members to laugh at themselves and realize they need to acknowledge how hard someone is working to make these moments special. They're not effortless. They are wonderful, but they take work. And also some of us to take a step back and say, okay, let's not drive ourselves batty trying to make everything perfect.
And what was the inspiration behind some of the issues and exploits and mistakes that happen in this story? Was it from your own life, friends' life? You mentioned you talked with girlfriends about this, but tell me a little bit more about what you have experienced and how you found so many fun situations for this family.
Sure. I certainly relate equal parts to both the Clauster children and to Claire. So I know that when I was younger, I was probably sometimes annoyed with how stressed my mom got during the holidays. And I'm sure I had a few eye rolls. And now, hi, it's me. I'm the one acting a little bit strung out on the holidays. Everything from sort of Elf on the Shelf. Every night, I feel like before we go to bed during December, my husband and I will have this moment of panic and think, we didn't move the elf. And I think a lot of parents can relate to that. And it's hard, wrapping presents the night before Christmas. All of these things are things that I wanted to write about and that I thought were really funny when the Clausters were not always on their best behavior.
And when you think about holiday traditions, what are some that are a lot of fun for you and maybe some others that should definitely be skipped?
There are some traditions that made their way into the book. One that I really like that sadly has fallen by the wayside is my husband they always make King Ranch casserole, which is also what the Clausters have. We used to do that with my husband's family. And now maybe my mother-in-law has decided that she doesn't want to stress herself out about that. So that's good. Another tradition that the Clausters have is the gifts on the table on Christmas Eve. There's a single gift on the table and they're all from Mom. And I know I used to always get a kick out of that because every gift would say like, to Dad from Mom, to Mom from Mom. And I thought that was so fun, but that is one that I have not continued to my nuclear family because it stresses me out.
Good to know. I can definitely relate to many of those as well. I'm curious about the title and especially about it's Oh, What Fun, about the periods, why it's not just Oh, What Fun.
Because it is fun, but also I personally feel from like mid-December to Christmas being over, the calendar is filled with all of these events with my children and family and friends that are fun, but by the end of it, I am totally exhausted, and I can definitely sort of feel the periods in that, oh, what fun by the end.
And Chandler, you've written incredible books such as The Husband's Whisper Network. And these books have really strong themes with modern women, family, work, broken societal systems, also discrimination. So I'm curious, how does this story tie into it? What made you decide to write this holiday story?
You're absolutely right. And I did come up with the idea while I was writing The Husbands, which was my last book, which dealt with the division of domestic labor in modern marriages. And I think that Oh, What Fun really has a direct lineage with that. It is sort of about the invisible mental load that goes into making these holiday traditions happen. And they're ones that often, these kinship relationship maintenance often falls on women. So I really relished the chance to do that this time in a very funny, charming, sweet way that I haven't gotten to do with some of my other books.
How can we make sure to not miss this fun holiday story? We all want to read it, to listen to it. How can we find it?
Yes, it is available on Amazon Originals. You can get it through your Kindle app, or through Audible if you would like to listen to it in audio format.
And also, can I ask you what you're working on or what might be next in your world?
Yes, I am currently working on the screenplay for The Husbands, which is set to star Kristen Wiig, and it's through MGM. So I'm working on that a lot, and I'm working on my third adult book, which is tentatively titled It Goes By So Fast.
Oh, I can't wait to learn all about that. Chandler Baker, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you today. I'm very excited to read Oh, What Fun. Great holiday story. You can head to Amazon.com to get more information about that story and that book. Also, her other books as well. Highly recommend anything written by Chandler Baker. Definitely books you don't want to miss out on. We'll be back with more right after this.